Hey guys, Mark Ferrasci with ProTech Dog Training. On a Saturday afternoon at about 90 plus degrees, a little high humidity out here in California, the high desert. Supposed to get more of that monsoonal. It's been kind of mucky like this for the last 4 or 5 days. But we're supposed to get some more of that monsoonal thunder and lightning storms that caused all these fires in California. And we've got fires all around us. I can see smoke out here, I can see smoke behind us, and that haze starts to build up. Pretty nasty out here today, but that's just the world we live in the high desert. But I hope everybody's doing okay. The reason I wanted to do today's video is that me and Tina were just talking. I had a customer that just got a hold of me, and she's about ready to kill her young dog. And the dog's been through training. It's a Malinois, and we say it again and again, and we tell people all the time that these dogs aren't for everybody. Okay, high drive, high energy outflow dogs like this with some intelligence can get in trouble and nothing flat. So in that world, we use a lot of what we call control factors. Okay, a leash is a control factor. It gives you the ability to control the dog and doesn't give him the freedom. Freedom with a high energy outflow dog is your worst enemy. Okay, because the dog can get into trouble when you're not around and go and start tearing things up. And remember that dogs learn from negatives as well as positives. So they're in there doing negative behavior. Digging is an example. That behavior with that nose and that whole stimulation based on their instincts to dig becomes a digging problem. Okay, so we rob the dog of the opportunity when they're young to take away any opportunity to have any negative behavior, and we control their lives with a really heavy control factor with everything we do. We call it structure. Okay, so we have structure in their life that they are basically controlled with everything we do with the animal, and their freedom is limited. Okay, when you give the dog too much freedom, that turns into negative behavior that's going to be with them for the rest of their life. Okay, we're only waiting for this time period to go away where the dog's in energy levels and their high exuberance and their float like a butterfly, sting like a bee attitude changes with time. Okay, and that's maturity and training. Everything comes together with training and maturity, and the dog changes with time. Okay, so that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to time this development. You're developing this dog to become the dog that you want. Okay, it'd be just like child development. You're raising a child and you want to develop them. By the time they get 18 years, they're intelligent, smart, they've got all the schooling they need, and they've got the toughness of character to be able to handle the real world. Okay, so it's the same thing we're doing with our animals, right? So we just had a customer that got a hold of us this morning, and she says she's going to kill her dog. And it's not the first time I've heard this, right? These Malinois, these high energy outflow dogs that we've got, Malinois, Dutch Shepherds, whatever it may be, are not the dog for everybody. In a general sense, I hate to be callous and cruel about it, but 90% of the people, as far as I'm concerned, shouldn't have a friggin' dog. Why? Our lifestyles really don't dictate it. We go to work every day, 8 hours, 12 hours a day, we work real hard, we come home, we have an animal that's been stuck in the backyard the whole time. Okay? If you don't have the lifestyle to put in the energy into giving this animal a life and being able to get out there and work it and expend some of this energy and do something with the dog, stretch its mind, build that muscle of the brain as much as you build anything else in the animal, you shouldn't have a dog. Okay, that's my personal opinion. All right, I really get jaded with the general public that everybody wants to. They're so popular. Everybody wants to have a dog, and that 90% of the people don't give the dog the life that they deserve as far as giving them the stimulation, mental and physical, that the dog deserves. Okay, just in a nutshell, that's just the way it is. Being a trainer, I see a lot of it. These folks, I right away gave them a little message. I said, welcome to the world of high energy outflow Malinois. We try to tell people, we say it again and again and again, but because we've got all these YouTube videos and you see all these people doing these fancy things with a dog, and then you get Mad, the Max movie with the Malinois, it creates problems because everybody wants to go and they don't want to listen to you. They want to go do what they want to do, and it's like, because we live in a throwaway society, they will get a dog, and a lot of these dogs end up in the pound and end up getting put down at no fault of the animal. Okay, the animal is only doing what very natural instinctive drives of the animal. It's not his fault that you don't have the lifestyle and the wherewithal to be able to handle this. So keep it in mind. We try to tell you, we say it again and again, and then we're competed against on the other side with all these movies and things like this that the public wants to go. If you didn't realize it, Rin Tin Tin, back in the World War II, was a very famous dog. It was a German Shepherd, and that popularity caused that dog to almost be ruined. Okay, they almost ruined the dog totally. Okay, because of the fact that so many people were going out and getting these dogs, they had no clue. They were ending up in the pound. They were getting put down, and the genetics started to slide. People are, backyard breeders are all over the place breeding these dogs, and it really caused a lot of harm to the breed. Okay, and then I knew 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when I saw the popularity of the Malinois going up, that this was going to be a very good possibility of happening again with the Malinois, because of our dogs over in the military and doing the job for the SEALs, and you got movies like Max and a lot of romanticism, right, of a breed that people want that same thing, but they're not willing to put in the time, the energy it takes to learn, to grow, to get off the couch and learn to work their animal. It's very important. Okay, and I have it happen all the time, where I'll do my lessons, I will beat the people up with a stick, and people do this. We're fine, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, and then they go away, and they always settle into their lifestyle, and they don't do what they need to do to follow through with their lessons, to get off the couch, to work hard, to learn and grow with the animal, and they don't have a clue. Okay, so my answer to these people was, in a nutshell, control factor. Go down and get yourself a kennel for the backyard. Put the dog in a kennel. You won't have this problem. What they did is they took off. They had the screen open on their house. Put the dog in the backyard. Dog tore through the screen, got into the house, and when she got home, the house was a disaster with all kinds of dogs all over the place. And she goes, "I was going to kill this dog." So they're going through the same thing that a lot of people go through. And now pretty soon they'll get tired of these behaviors and these negatives happening, and then they'll end up taking the dog down to the pound. It's not the fault of the animal. Okay, so the answer is control factor. Get a kennel, put the dog in something that you can control that environment, so that the dog doesn't have the opportunity to do those negatives. Okay, and then wait for the maturity and put in the time and the effort into training, and it'll come together with time. Are you ever going to be able to loosen up? I don't know. I've got Joker. He's a 3.5-year-old Malinois that I'll be bringing out here in a bit in another video. I want to do some things with him and show off a little bit with Joker. That is a 3.5-year-old dog, and I'm out in a trailer on that property here, and I have a vacuum cleaner with a long cord. Well, I've been leaving him in the trailer because it's so dang hot and it's got air conditioning, giving him the freedom in the house, and he tore into my extension cord on the vacuum cleaner. I can't blame the dog. A dog's a dog, So unless you have something to control factor with the animal and keep him out of trouble, you're gonna have a problem. It doesn't matter how well trained the dog. Dog's not a robot. It's very instinctive, very driven by normal drives, right? Dogs want to chew. They get, they use their mouth. They're gonna do that. You can give him as many toys as you want to, and he's probably gonna get into something and chew. It is what it is. These dogs are not for everybody. They're very much energy and very prone to getting in all kinds of problems like this, and most people shouldn't have one. So just take it from me. I try my best to try to tell the public and let you know, but a lot of people don't listen, or they don't get themselves geared up mentally to be able to handle it. So it's enough for me. Mark Ferrasci, Pro Tech Dog Training, with my little yakety yak session for today. Have a good day. Bye-bye.